why he's always wrong. Zach had to tell him he was wrong the other night.
Like that. Worldwide takeover, Times Square takeover, the takeover, New York takeover. Man, you just put anything with takeover.
See, man, we're doing great. Getting ready for this fight on May 2nd, and I can't wait, man. It's been a long time due, and we're gonna show up and show the world what we made of.
Yeah, this is my favorite type of workout. Part of training.
Why is that?
Fundamentals. Bring back the basics. Basics are everything. Alignment with the feet and the hands. Position.
Inside their training camps, time dissolved into a relentless grind for Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, brutal sparring sessions, endless roadwork, and non-stop repetition forging them for war.
Got razor blades in them goddamn gloves. We gonna be switching on his ass. Woo! It's gonna be ugly.
I think he's gonna go in and be patient and handle his business. I mean, compared to Shakur, I mean, he's just a masterpiece at his work. So I feel like he's gonna go and pick him apart and
For Shakur Stevenson, camp begins in silence. Before sunrise, he's already in the ring, sparring, drilling, locked in. The gym speaks for him, gloves cracking, feet gliding across the canvas, and coaches firing sharp corrections.
So, what? You blame him?
Nah, hell no. That was smart. That was smart. I know what I'm gonna do next time though. I'm gonna punch it.
Especially that hook.
I got you. Look, when he start doing this, I'm gonna punch that shit like right here, his elbow.
And I got a family to take care of. They depend on me. And I'm gonna get to this bag and make sure it works.
Between rounds, Stevenson speaks little and listens intently, absorbing every detail before stepping back into the fire. With reports of Terence Crawford training alongside him ahead of the Teofimo Lopez fight, praise has followed, as Crawford openly acknowledges Stevenson's exceptional skill and discipline.
My happy place.
What is the update on that?
It's a lot better. I'm able to punch. I'm able to whoop ass.
Does it change it being Floyd Schofield on the same vision?
Same vision. Actually, it makes it even better to be honest, because he been popping a lot of shit. So to put him in his place, I'm gonna love doing that.
Being a coach for Shakur is like a coach's dream, you know. He's technically sound, you know. He's disciplined, he does everything right, you know. All you gotta do is tie gloves and give him water the majority of the time. You don't gotta worry about skipping no steps, you know. He gonna follow everything, plus do a little more on his own time, you know. You make a coach job easy. Three. Right back with the hook.
Wally Moses, who first brought Shakur Stevenson into the gym at just 5 years old, remembers a kid who begged to train and spar every single day. From the very beginning, Stevenson's love for boxing was undeniable. All along the way, his family has stood tightly behind him, his mother, siblings, and extended relatives constantly showing up, cheering him on, and watching as he grinds toward greatness.
Definitely a hell of an experience. You get that type of knowledge, that type of IQ.
I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. And that's how I feel about myself.
You seen me around a lot. Oh, no. Don't act like you ain't seen me around them days. He said that.
Bud, come on. Terrence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen and
Straight, boom, straight shot. Like right here, boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam. That's when the motherfucker trying to run out. When the motherfucker trying to run, there you go.
Even if I don't feel the same way that he's feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If you hear, Only thing he can throw is a hook because you out the way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the body.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. And the people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
He's a work of art. The sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's gonna be very hard to beat Shakur with the skills that he.
Across another gym, Teofimo Lopez's camp hums with a different energy, but the grind is just as unforgiving. Music thunders through the room as Lopez rips through explosive drills, blending speed, power, and raw aggression.
I think when he got around 2 years old, he just sat up and just started punching right in front of the TV. And I was like, oh, you like that? And I think pretty much everything else is icky. You hear me tell tales about taking him into the gym at 5 years old, but when he went into the gym, he was ready to start training to learn how to fight. So he had been learning how to box long before 5 years old.
Sparring days expose the true heartbeat of Lopez's camp. The rounds are brutal, fast, and fiercely competitive. Trainers push him to stay razor-sharp under pressure, to react on instinct when the exchanges ignite.
Teofimo Lopez in the building. You already know what's up. Your father, senior, right here in the building. Okay. Yo, what up, guys? Yeah, box out. Hey, man, it's different. That's what I like. I like that's different. And to even have like an indoor court at the same time. Come off a little bit, come on the court a little bit. Yeah. It's a playground. So every time I finish a fight, I go home with almost at least $1 million. But that's not enough with the living and everything that comes around.
Yeah.
Especially in today's era. Today, 10K back then was a lot. Now it's nothing. 10,000, well, we're paying at least half of that in rent or housing.
I'm standing in your way. My bad.
No, man. Name somebody that has brought a major village.
Lopez's trainer often says what truly separates him isn't just disciplined drills or routine conditioning, it's the passion he brings to every session. Lopez has committed to living in the gym, training multiple times a day and pushing himself even when no fight is on the calendar. It's a mindset shift he embraced after becoming a two-division world champion. That constant presence has sharpened his speed, strength, and boxing IQ, driven by a love for the process, not just the outcome. Observers notice how naturally he moves, feet light, rhythm flowing, as combinations and footwork come almost instinctively. The energy he brings elevates his agility and balance, while creating a high-intensity atmosphere that lifts everyone around him in camp.
Yo, we're about to do some light work with Teofimo Lopez, 10-time world champion. Get some light work moving around. Right here, man. And a right hand up there. Right left, right. 1, 2. Double jab right.
Terence Crawford praises Shakur Stevenson with a brotherly respect, pointing to his elite skill set and ring mastery. He acknowledges that some critics label Shakur as boring, but insists they fail to truly understand what they're watching. Crawford draws a comparison to Floyd Mayweather, once criticized the same way, before cementing his legacy as an all-time great. According to Crawford, Stevenson operates at that same level, showcasing precision, intelligence, and speed that place him among the sport's elite and demand respect and admiration.
It's a fun day every day, but it's serious when he's sparring. He gets down to nitty-gritty, does his thing, just embarrasses a lot of the sparring partners. And again, I tell him, have fun in there. Like, just make boxing great again, make boxing fun again. Oh, it is a little one.
Man, I've been working my ass off so much.
His opponent is undefeated. He's a frigidity boxer. He jumps in, jumps out. But there's one thing we see that he don't do, and we'll tell you when we do it to him. I can't tell you now, but I'm gonna tell you later.
Take over sports, coming soon. Yeah, baby, all day.
I wonder where.
Teddy Atlas comes to the defense of both Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, pushing back against the criticism that has followed them throughout their careers. He notes that many observers were quick to accuse them of avoiding tough opponents, claiming their records were padded or that they lacked the courage to face elite competition. Atlas argues that this narrative is outdated and unfair. According to Atlas, both fighters have clearly proven their willingness to step into high-level matchups. Their skill, speed, and strategic intelligence make them dangerous opponents for anyone at the top. Rather than running from risk, Stevenson and Lopez have consistently sought challenges that force growth and adaptation. In Atlas's view, the avoidance label no longer applies. Both fighters have earned respect for what they've accomplished and for the tests they're now embracing inside the ring.
Shakur. Are you saying that because that's your man and you don't like Tank?
No. Hey, like I said, I respect Tank. Like, boxing, he's one of the ones.
Yeah.
we gonna take his personality and personal things out of it. But boxing, he's definitely talented. You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And yeah, he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter. You know, Shakur's different. You know, people may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defend.
On the Ariel Helwani show, Shakur Stevenson shared his perspective on Teofimo Lopez, making it clear there's never been any personal friction between them. Stevenson has always respected Lopez as a fighter, admiring his speed, power, athleticism, and overall skill. Over time, Lopez has maintained these qualities, making him a truly formidable opponent. While Lopez can be polarizing and sometimes make statements that rub people the wrong way, Stevenson doesn't take them personally. He sees certain comments, especially those that upset others, as extra motivation to push himself harder in the ring. Shakur recognizes Lopez as a driven athlete who genuinely wants greatness. For Stevenson, this fight isn't just about winning, it's a serious challenge and an opportunity to measure his own skills, discipline, and strategy against a talented, respected, and determined opponent. And he's ready to make it happen.
Certain style, he's avoiding this guy, he's avoiding that guy. You can't take those shots at these two guys. Definitely can't now. They are stepping up, and they are taking fights that a lot of people are probably surprised they took. Now, a lot of people will say style-wise, Teddy, style-wise, is this going to be a great fight? I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I could see you having a little reservations, you know, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite, they will make, you know, for electricity. I don't know if they will, But I tell you what they will make for. 2 skillful fighters, 2 talented fighters, you know, 2 fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete in the sweet science. I mean, Shakur showed aggression in his last fight against Cepeda, you know, being elusive while being aggressive. You know, walking them down, fighting on the inside, you know, boxing well, still being able to counter, still being able to control space, but also be able to go into tight quarters and not be afraid to show that he's good on the inside too, that he can make you miss and make you pay outside and inside. Shakur showed that. That was great. That was great, and people applaud him. I applaud him. We were sitting there, ringside. I was sitting there actually with your sister, ringside, watching that fight. And it was a terrific performance. Shakur showing that dimension, showing that attitude, showing that competitiveness, showing that dog like people like to show or like to talk about. And they wanted to